Hey guys, this is SF and the new Ascension 4 and Micha is up and I used her in Yomi. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about her. So basically her improvements are no gravity barrier and she gets a no gravity barrier and a no damage wall. So base ability is no damage wall. Right, base ability is no gravity barrier. Gauge shot is no damage wall and status recovery. So it works really well in Tsukuyomi because of the ability locks and the attack debuff. And then strike shots stay the same, and for some reason I couldn't one-shot it with Princess Iron Fan X. I kind of want to use different monsters, that's why I just like do that. But good thing is her bump combo, so it's a shotgun, wait, not a shotgun, a lock-on rebound laser. Not that good in Tsukuyomi herself, but it's good for other stages, and of course the meteor does a lot of damage. Although it's not a blast type, it's still over 180k, so it's really good. And just clearing off the second stage, I missed my Iron Fan shot on the first one, so that's why I'm kind of behind in terms of tempo, but it should be alright. I should be alright. Boom. And Balsa is really good for Yomi as well, just because of the spread shots and stuff like that. Nice. Not really. Not really that nice. But people don't really like Micha for a number of reasons, in my opinion. So one reason, she's kind of like, she is really good in versatility, but she's not like broken in terms of a damage perspective. Like bump combos iffy because of the lock on, and then meteor is a meteor structure, so it's only one meteor, and you can basically that meteor can hit somebody like a dead minion and not do anything. But there are cases like that where it doesn't hit a dead minion and it will clear it off for you. So it is a hit or miss. It's not like Gabriel level of OPness. It's not even like Ralph level of OPness, in my opinion. Like Ralph is like super OP and no damage wall and mine dungeons, whereas Micha is viable in more dungeons than Ralph, but she's not like crazy niche. Like I know like people bring Ralph to like no gravity barrier dungeons and still work fine, but there are better, like Susanoo works better in no gravity barrier dungeons than Ralph does in general. And the thing about Micha is that she is good just for damage, just for mob clear, but nothing like crazy OP in terms of damage. And strike shot's not that great. It is helpful, but it's not like game breaking in any sense, like a command strike shot from Ralph or something like that. But of course with Micha, you gotta compare it to monsters with these monsters of her series. So Ralph, Micha, Udi, Lucy, and Udi. And of course Udi, Lucy, and Gabriel don't have Transcensions yet, but Micha and Ralph does. But in my opinion, like, she's kind of like, her position in the game is kind of like Arthur. Like, she's good for, well, like Micha's not that good for beginners, so it's hard to transcend her, but in terms of viability, she's the same as Arthur. Like Arthur, it's just that Arthur does more in terms of bump combo damage, whereas Micha does more in the utility sense with her strike shot and the status recovery. So that's why I think it's a little bit different. That's why Arthur is a little bit better than Micha, just because Arthur just deals more damage in general, whereas Micha is just like in that mid tier, but of course there are other reasons why she is really good. Like, and that is a good strike shot from Bellstar. I really like Bellstar's strike shot, and with his stats, strike shot reducer does a lot more, and you can get it faster and stuff like that. Okay, boss stage. The thing about Tsukuyomi is that she can ability lock Micha too, and just like that, her status recovery is pretty useless. And Meteor just hit a dead body, so that doesn't do any damage. So that's one of the cons for Micha in general. Okay. Next is Bell. Not bad, not bad. And there's the attack down on Bellstar, but Micha doesn't have her status recovery because of the ability lock, which is pretty useless. But in terms of her dungeons, she's really good for the 24th stage of the tower. Oh, that was not good. That was really bad. But 24th floor of the tower from Micha. But is she the best? No, she's not. But either way, like, she's not on herself. She's probably one of the better ones, like better than like Senfei and stuff like that. But if you're going by like stable team wise, then 4 Alice basically wins over a Micha in any situation. In any situation for that dungeon. Okay, next starting off with Micha. Very, very good. And here comes the ability lock, and let's see. And nope, still ability locked. But yeah, in terms of other dungeons, she is like perfect pick for Shambhala. It's just that Roma, like, she's not the top pick. Like, Roma does a lot better just because of damage with the mob clear to get the swords and stuff like that. But Micha is a lot better in terms of dealing with the gimmicks, and of course for saving your team with the strike shot just to get the extra heart or something like that. But the bad part about Micha, well, not the bad part about Micha, but due to Micha's appearance, Beethoven is pretty dead right now. I know my friend Mr. Flying Rocky is a Beethoven main, and yeah, you gotta wait for the next Beethoven, for Beethoven's Transcension, because Beethoven, like, Micha beats Beethoven in pretty much every single way. Of course, the strike shots are different, where Beethoven can break drones, but Micha does more damage, and drones don't matter that much in a lot of dungeons. And here comes the strike shot. And for people who, I had some people asking me, what if you Micha strike shot like in a Tsukuyomi stage with no heart? Either way, like, even in normal dungeons, like, Micha strike shot does not guarantee you a heart. I don't think. I don't know if there's a priority, but in my thinking is that there is a chance of either heart, boots, or swords if there's nothing else on the field. And then strike shot just to finish. This should be it. Yep. But yeah, Micha is really strong. Probably in versatility #1 in terms of fire monsters. Damage wise, kind of meh, but she is in the top 3 in my opinion for fire monsters. So it's pretty good. And she is a limited monster, but just that her damage is lacking to deal with the upper tier of OP monsters. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions about Micha, then comment below. But that's it for me, and see ya. Bye.